the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. There are a lot of really exciting players in Orlando, some freakish athletes to say the least. Which Magic player would you say, Kenny, is the most exciting to watch?
Ooh, most exciting? But most intriguing I'm waiting to see probably is Aaron Gordon. You know, he didn't get a lot of chances last season, but he showed he could be a load and have a handful of athletic plays that will get you on our show.
At point, standing 6'5", number 0, starting at the other guard.
Live from Denver, it's the home of the Nuggets. We're broadcasting from the Pepsi Center. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Tip-off goes to Denver. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Magic, Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post, and it's Fournier in at the three. Well, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Mudiay, can be a game-changing player, was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead, so we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
On defense, Denver. Oladipo goes in. Shot's good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Harris kicks to Mudiay. Back to Harris. Fournier pulls it down. And it's Orlando's ball. Payton right side. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Payton's got his first basket.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Mudiay passes to Jokic. That's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Payton drives in. Some solid defense from Fareed. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Fades. Tries again. Orlando grabs the miss.
Oh, you've got to be able to. Deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Fader on the way. The shot will not go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Mike Malone had a few moments to share with me. He said the key to this matchup will be their ability to limit the quality looks close to the basket. When facing a team like this one, he said, you don't stand a chance giving up easy looks inside. Guys?
All right, Doris. Feeds it to Gordon. The kick out to Oladipo. Trains the three-pointer. Oladipo's got 5.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter. You know, the Nuggets could create their offense, but they still would have trouble knocking down the shots. Just didn't have a lot of dead-eye laser shooters. Every field goal attempt with them was an adventure.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Just 5 on the clock. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Fareed. 6 points for him. Nuggets did have their problems on the offensive end, too, something that's rare for them, hitting the open shot, the mid-range shot, and beyond being one of them.
You know, Kevin, how about being last in the league in catch-and-shoot field goal percentage? I mean, got a good amount of looks that way, but really struggled shooting only 34% in those situations.
Here's Moutier after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic, and it's Gallinari missing. Fournier for 3. Cannot hit. And Denver the other way now. 1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, I mean thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. The action tonight at the Verizon Center as the Washington Wizards play against the Utah Jazz. Well, for Utah, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And guys, last season, we saw the emergence of Gobert and Favors for the Jazz. Both were just phenomenal down the stretch, and Utah really played well after the All-Star break. Can they be the best defensive big man tandem in the league, Jet?
I'll tell you, this is like deja vu. It feels like I've been saying this all day, but this combination of size and length is hard to score against. I mean, they're difficult.
It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Washington Wizards here at home in an interconference matchup. Should be a good one. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Hood out there with Shelvin Mack, and it's Hayward in at the small forward.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best, that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Quinn Snyder. Doris, what do you have to say?
We talked about some of the matchups he'll be watching in this game, and he told me, quote, "I'll be looking at how we deal with Marcin Gortat. He's a guy who can score in any number of ways, posting up, pulling up from outside, or rolling to the rim. And he's also a factor on the glass. Guys, Gortat might not be a household name, but he's an impact big man in this league, no question."
All right, Doris, thanks. The thing about Bradley Beal, when he suits up, the entire lineup becomes exponentially more potent. A quick, powerful athlete. Greg, high basketball IQ. Had the great teaching at Florida, carries it to the NBA. Opponents have to account for him, I think, on both ends of the floor.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, coming out of college, a lot of people compared him to Ray Allen. I mean, he possesses that next level smoothness and body control that's often indicative of a true difference maker. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight. And, going back to Bradley Beal, the bottom line is he's a winner. Last year, the Wizards went 8-9 with Beal out of the lineup. Hard to argue with those facts and numbers.
It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Able to retain possession here.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Hood dishes to Gobert. Washington with the rebound.
And when you talk about Bradley Beal, it's not just having him in the lineup that matters. It's having him at his best. When he's at 100% health, there are very few guards in the league who can keep up with him. Truly one of the game's great young talents.
Oh, and here comes Wall all alone. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
Now here's Wall. 6 points for him. Morris kicks to Wall. Pulls it from the elbow. Hayward grabs the board.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Gobert with a screen on Beal. Up top, Gobert. Poke loose. It's stolen by Morris. And it's Wall, top of the key.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Washington leading now by 3. Out to the right wing. There's Porter with the 3. No good. The Jazz go the other way with it. Here's Mack. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul for the Wizards. Dudley comes in for Gortat. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Then for the Jazz, Miles checked in for Rudy Gobert. Alec Burks comes in for Hood. And it's Exum in for Matt. Pass to Beal. Matt Paul's great assist by Ramon Sessions. Beal's got his second basket. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene comes in for Porter. And it's Thornton in for Bradley Beal. Jazz also changing it up. Trevor Booker comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Joe Ingles in for Gordon Hayward. They get the rebound. Miles, the layup off target.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Sessions. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
And Washington making a change here. Temple's checked in. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Booker the pass to Exum. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Ingles. Good.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
Feeds to Temple. He dishes it to Nene. A 3-ball. And he gets it to go. Temple's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Burks. Out of hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nene. .36 seconds left to play here in the first. And Booker kicks to Exum. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. And that one's good. Washington leading now by 6. Nene dishes to Dudley. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
.15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And that's a foul called on Ramon Sessions. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Booker. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Get ready for your Wizard Girls.
And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but
she definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form. I followed.
Maybe some other NBA players Should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition, too.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Washington. Free throw good. Porter.
And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be. The 3rd overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
And a slam dunk by Favors.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Hood, the pass to Gobert. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
And guys, as many